Check 1 2, check 1 2, check 1 2, check 1 2, check 1 2. There we go, it's more like it. Hello everyone, welcome to the Daily Study Group. We do an hour of study every day. This normally happens at 9 a.m. Mondays through Fridays, but since today's Saturday, I am starting later because I like to sleep in a little bit, even though today I didn't. My name is Miguel Coronado. I'm a freelance illustrator. You can find my work at www.mciii.net. You can also find my work at facebook.com/iiimciii. My username is Mike086 on most art forums. Otherwise, you could just Google search my name. You'll probably find me. Today we were shooting, quickly, a little update. We were shooting teaser for the Vampire project, which is great because it's something we're working really hard on. Let me pull up an image. Here we go. So the Vampyres Film project is basically our Kickstarter crowdfunding film project we're doing. I'll be directing it, and a bunch of my friends here locally, we're all going to be part of it. They all work in the film industry. We'll be launching that Kickstarter next weekend. So we shot the teaser a while back, and today we shot specifically the video that's going to introduce everyone to the project, and basically our pitch to everyone, our pitch video. So we got done shooting that earlier, and it went really well. It's really nice, easy shoot, and it should come out like a nice, entertaining pitch video people can watch, and ideally it'll inspire you to donate to the project. Part of this project, I've been kind of updating and recording information about it through the Crimson Daggers forum with the Endless Summer pitch, which it's way past summer now. But the Endless Summer pitch is supposed to be your personal project that you are going to work on and make progress on. So it's already the next year, and it's still winter. But there's a thread on there, and I clicked on it just now. It says Vampyres short film. That's actually now a feature-length film, so we could edit that right now. Just kind of show. There's some other concepts that are a little older. Let me just do a full edit. Feature-length film. Okay. So there's different reasons why we changed it to feature-length film, but one of the main reasons was to properly kind of pay everyone for a short film. It was almost going to verge on the prices you had to pay for a feature length, so we went ahead and pushed it to feature length. You can see some old concepts, you can see some other drawings, early vampire designs, trying to figure out how I want them to look, some photo shoot, test shoot stuff with the lead actress, Josephine McAdam. Some more poster ideas and just kind of experimenting. It is kind of developing the whole look and feel. Some sculptures, prosthetic sculpture, some storyboards, early vampire designs, and other little images we created, and we created some ads on Facebook to kind of get people to follow the page. More storyboard stuff from the teaser that we shot, and here's some actual updates about the day we shot the teaser. So that's everyone, the crew we were using. We got to shoot on a red Epic, which is nice because it boosts the quality of our picture up substantially. Anyway, there'll be a Q&A about the project, about everything we're doing, about how we got connected to everyone on February the 7th. That's next Friday at 7:30 p.m. Central Standard Time. 7:30 p.m. Central Standard Time next Friday. We'll be answering any and all questions about the project, except for stuff about the plot of the movie itself. We kind of want to reserve that for the actual film. We want people to watch the film to see that. But otherwise, anything you want to ask, whether it's about the art or about how we got the campaign going or how we located our crew, just anything is free to ask, really. So even if it has nothing to do with the vampires, you could ask me about Photoshop techniques. I don't really care. We just want to address that the launch will be starting that next Sunday and kind of make people aware. But you're more than welcome to come and join us. I want everyone, as many people as we can, to come and join us. But it's going to be on my live stream channel, the channel you're watching right now. So, anyway. Anyway. Thanks for everyone that's been following, and let's get on to the study. Oops, didn't post this here. Okay. Quick update. Close that off. Today's study. I gotta think of what exactly we're gonna do today. I kind of left the weekends open as far as my schedule goes to kind of really to do whatever. That's really the main thing. I kind of want to be a little looser on the weekends, kind of take it a little easier. As far as the study goes, that really just means that I don't want to have a planned idea. I'd rather kind of just play by ear. But let's see. Let's see what we could do. I've been really fond of the still life because I feel like it's been the most information has been gleaned from doing the still life. So I think I'll do another one. Anyway, the only other option right now, I was thinking about it, and another option that I hadn't really done in a while is do a paint over and critique, which it's not really studying, in my opinion. I mean, but it does offer a valuable insight into other people's processes, and kind of, if you can pick out issues in other work, you can pick out issues in your own. And it also helps people that need the help, Let's see here. I'm trying to figure out what I need to draw. What do I want to draw? There's a tissue box in front of me, so I'm going to draw that. But anyway. Yeah, so that's kind of something that oops. Still life's been the go-to for me. I feel like the photos, now that I've been doing the still life, the photos for me are still just not cutting it, really. It's just, they're not really, I don't know, they're just not, they're really not showing everything you need to see. And that's kind of my main issue with it. So the other time I tried doing a more solid object, I experimented with this technique that involves using the pen tool to kind of block out the shape first. Basically, something like that. But I don't know. I'll just see. Just now, as I was doing that, I kind of just feel like I don't want to do that. The main reason is because I just don't think it's that fun. Let's not do a tissue box. Tissue box is a little too easy. let's look at some face muscles. Let's do that. Let's look at face muscles. Okay. Yeah, let's do this. Trying to find a good example. I got an idea. Here we go. Pick one of these images out. Pick a large image, that way we can really see what's going on. And there's a good one. Okay, perfect. So this is actual dead person. This is going to work beautifully. Get some actual dead people. I need to move my live stream over to my Photoshop desktop. There we go. Alrighty. So we're going to use this as our starting point, and we're going to kind of just explore what's going on with the face muscles, because we didn't really go over this in the anatomy week, and it's something that really helps. Let's see here. Human face muscles. Seems like there isn't a good example. And what I'm trying to do is find more like a... Some of these 3D examples, they have like the face muscles painted onto a 3D model, and the 3D model itself doesn't really show the dimensionality that I need, that I'd like to have. Here's a little something. CG Hub. Something from CG Hub. I don't want to pick something from there right away because I feel like it might be something that's not completely accurate. Okay, let's see. Still not really showing me something. I'm trying to... Okay. Let's just go back. Excuse me. It's not showing me what I need. I guess we'll go ahead and we'll work two ways. So let me go back to the face muscles. Human face muscle. Let's just go to one of these diagrams. Here we go. Look at the old one. Atlas of Human Anatomy. This looks a little nicer. Okay. So we're going to use these two as our kind of a reference to work from. And we're just going to take apart the face, basically. That's what we're doing today. Taking apart the face. To just see exactly what we got to work with here when it comes to drawing. So, see, I want a more I want a heavier understanding of this stuff. So, like, what I would like to know is how this muscle that surrounds the eye is attached. This here, I don't know how this is attached. It's just like looks like a little circle that's just on the eyelid. But you know, that's something that I'd like to figure out. I don't have an understanding of how that exactly works. We could look into Hampton's book. I think Hampton might have it, but what I'd really like is one of those Ron Lemon breakdowns of how it works. Just the basics, you know. I just need the basics of, like, what is that muscle supposed to do? Where is it attached? Why do we have it? Kind of thing. I don't need to really know the full name of it. I just want to know where it's attached, why is it, what does it do? But learning the name is good because that's a way to... Learning the names is essential because that's a way to refer to the muscles. I mean, like, it's just easier when you are talking about them later. Like, if I'm actually trying to give a talk in the future and I'm explaining the face muscles, it just sounds better if I could say this muscle name here instead of like this long one next to the nose that's not this other long one that's underneath the eye is important. Like, actually know the names, it works that way better. So what I do know, and what everyone should know, I think I mentioned this before in the anatomy week, is that muscles always pull, they never push. So for every muscle, there's an anti-muscle. There's like the muscle that does the opposite. And that's kind of what I'm looking at right now. I'm trying to kind of guess what does what. Just for now, and I'll look into it myself later. But right now, I'm just going to draw the stuff out of it. So what I'm noticing is that, like, we got the real dead guy here. We got the picture of a dead guy here. Let's go ahead and get another real dead guy. Images, search tools, size large. I need, I guess this picture works. I want a slightly more angled view. Not so much angled. You just need to try and understand what's going on in 3 dimensions. That's what I'd like to do. Maybe this. And something's going. See, they cut into the face somehow. That's the only problem with that one. I kind of sliced them up a bit. Let's do this one up here. This really one. This bright one. Okay. Copy. I guess I'll view the whole thing. Here we go. Copy. Paste. This huge image. I just want the face. This has got some more veining going on, but should be okay. Let's flip it around. Oops. Shrink it a bit. Oops, I don't want to turn to black and white. Here we go. And we'll just open this image up a little bit. And downwards a little bit. Okay, this is going to help me. This helps me out because I can see exactly kind of what's going on here. Okay. So, let's take a little time to observe real quick. I'm trying to see what's what. It looks like this muscle here on the eye, it looks like it attaches up here in the corner of the skull right here. It's like attached here, and it wraps around. And parts of it are attached into this muscle. The fibers kind of run together here. And likewise, yeah, on this side. This big fat muscle here goes into this mouth region. So I guess that's this. So that connects here with the eye. But in real life it has a more organic flow to it. It's not so straightforward. And then this all blends with this bottom muscle. And then into this circular, this is like a complex kind of muscle here that, according to this diagram, it goes up into the nose. Okay, so kind of see how that works. I'm not going to do as much drawing, I feel like, today, the way I normally would. Bless me. Oh, thank you, Pedro. That was from earlier. Oops, I drew on that layer the whole time. Darn it. Didn't mean to draw on that layer. Meant to not draw on that layer. Okay, try that again. Don't want to draw on that layer. Okay, we got our reference here, and I'm just going to really just study, like literally just look at things. The muscle kind of... Pin's not working. Okay, there we go. The muscle kind of has like this, you can see here how it's a circle around the mouth. And I don't really see this. Here there's like a muscle that comes up like that. I don't see that anywhere on here. And I don't see it this here, this like thing, I don't see that. I don't really see any of this stuff. I don't see that the way it exists in that drawing. But I do see it here. Here it is. It's really tight. It's right against here. It's real thin and skinny. Sorry, you didn't realize what I was doing, but I was just now moving my face in strange ways in order to kind of get a feel for what I'm looking at and what's going on. So, here's something. If you try and move just your upper lip without moving your nose. Like don't move your nostrils. Just move the upper lip without moving your nostrils. Try it. You can't do it because the muscle that moves the upper lip is connected to the nose area. If you really want to make your upper lip stick out, like try and, or just move this area. No matter what you do, it affects the nose because this muscle is like interconnected, which means in here, this muscle is your nose. The muscle underneath the nose is pulling up that way, and that lifts your lip up. And it doesn't just lift up the lip, but it allows you to do other things, like weird upper lip things that you wouldn't normally do. But, you know. Same thing with the lower lip. Try and move your lower lip. Try and move your lower lip without moving anything on your chin. Make sure your chin stays still. You can't do that either because the muscles on the chin pull and affect your lower lip, and vice versa. Whenever you make your lower lip go up, like stiffen your lower lip, it's actually, when you stiffen your lower lip, there's a pulling that goes out this way. Okay? So if you stiffen your lower lip, like kind of like a frowny face, or just try and stick your lower lip out. There's these muscles here activating somehow. So that's all connected, right? Let me see here. Let's draw some stuff. So you got your lips. just kind of exploring and studying a bit, just think of it like when you're drawing expressions. You kind of got to know what's going on, right? So the muscle that's underneath the nose and around the top lip is connected somehow to the nose, right? And you can kind of see it in the picture. That it goes up and into the nose. If you try and show your teeth, like try and show just your upper teeth. So kind of like a snarl, kind of like a sneer. That's all these muscles pulling away. They pull up and away, which then shows your teeth. And because they pull up and away, they cause this chunk of muscle and this chunk of muscle to start bunching up, which gives you that that line. The face, I mean, the skin doesn't go anywhere, so it has to do something, and it buckles. It buckles underneath itself. So when you lift your upper lip high enough to show your teeth, you're gonna feel like your cheeks are gonna stick out a little bit. You're like, let me see if this is the nose. Your cheeks gonna start sticking out. Okay. Let's see here. There's a chunk of the head missing on this thing. I just realized it. This muscle just stops. So, probably can't really. I think they cut that away so they could show this thing underneath. Kind of sucks. I wanted to just see what it looks like on the side. Whatever. Let's see here. Now let's try some other things. So when you're smiling, when you start smiling, I'll go into the diagram here to show it. When we smile, muscles that wrap around to the back of the head start pulling that way. And I feel like this one too, this muscle here pulls. And it basically pulls all this stuff on top up. And we know what happens because this all bunches up here a bit. And this in turn, because everything moves up, these tendons, these muscles, sorry, move up. And they create the smile. Kind of get an idea how this is working. So the muscles on the inner eye these pull down and together in order to form a frown. And when that happens, the chunks of little muscle and whatever fat's on the face bunches up here. And then I think I gotta find a breakdown of the face. Let me look this one real quick. I think I have a breakdown of the face. Let's see here. Where's my documents? Here we go. Here's his Hampton book on figure drawing. Let's see if it has a face breakdown. You know, we're just gonna go through this and just kind of really think about how things work. Head drawing. Oops. The sphere represents the cranial mass, which is 2/3 of the entire skull. We went over that the other day when we broke down the skull. Some sections. Hairline, keystone. Hairline, brow, side plane. Construction of the nose. I'm still not seeing the muscle breakdown. Got a little bit of a different process here. Okay. Nope, don't see anything for the face. Let's break down the shapes of the face. Let's just go back and start drawing exactly what we see. Let me delete this stuff. No, I don't want to delete it. Let me just turn it off. Okay. We're just going to break it down a little bit and just draw some stuff. Feel like it's not the best. I'll have to find a good face breakdown and do this again another day. But today we're going to go a little easy anyway, so I'm not too concerned with how hard everything is. I got through shooting a video and stuff, and anyway. It's almost complete profile here. I don't really feel like this is a good thing to do. Anyway, okay. Oops. Oh, this is what I want to do. Here we go. I'm fumbling around today, I'm sorry. I'm going to pull up a picture of a skull, and I'm going to put the muscles in place on the skull. I just don't want to focus on I don't want to focus on drawing the skulls right now. I want to focus on just the muscle, so we'll do it this way. Okay, got our skull. We got our other faces. Turn off that layer one more time. Okay, let's see here. Let's get this pinkish color. We'll use this. Okay. Well, first we know that there's this chunk of muscle that surrounds. Actually, we'll start from the inner, because if we look at the left side, this side. If you look at this side of that face, it kind of breaks it down even further. So this little pit point, see where this little hole, that is like where a muscle is attached. It appears. Same here. Right? And this muscle that's attached is what's overlapped by this rest of these muscles. So let's first start off by doing these under muscles. We've got one muscle that wraps around the nose, like this. And this, I feel like, it lifts the nostrils up. Lifts the nostrils up, and then just kind of get an idea of what we're doing here. Okay. Circle around. Use the lips. Actually, his lip could be down here. I guess the lips would be right here, actually. And the bottom lip. And there you go. Okay, then we have this muscle that it goes from the top jaw, from the top of the face, kind of under here. Let's change that color a bit. If it's a little bit underneath, we're going to just darken it a tad. So it's a little bit underneath. And we'll go lighter as we go higher. And it kind of comes up through here. It's just kind of there. And then this color is on top, so. Okay. That muscle kind of, it actually goes all the way back here. It appears, right? And we've got this other muscle that wraps around the mandible. Okay, same thing on the other side. Wraps around the mandible. And from what we know, the muscles always pull. This keeps your jaw closed, and when you relax it, you relax, and then the muscles on the bottom of the neck pull the jaw open when they need to be opened. This goes up to here. Okay. And then we'll go a little darker for these muscles that are right up here against the bone. We have like a V shape, two V shapes back to back, and then we got this other one here. And this wraps around underneath. Okay. And it looks like got these muscles on the inside of the mandible that are right here. Okay, and the muscles on the inside of the eye socket. So this one, these look like they control the eyelids. It's right here, this thing. And then it kind of goes up and around, and this is like the eye socket itself, this muscle that kind of just keeps the membranes and stuff in there. Alright. And there's a little bit of muscle here on the inside of the... It's kind of hard to see. It's right there. This area right here. Okay. And then on the side of the head, we've got this muscle that kind of fans out from where the ear area is. And last but not least, there is a muscle that it's like sideways across. Here, let me do it this way. I'm going to take this one down a level by using this darker pink. I'll take the lighter pink and I'm going to put it on top. This is horizontal muscle here. Slightly darker pink for the fanning muscle. It fans out on the sides of the head. Okay, so we see what's going on there. Now I'm going to take an even lighter pink and I'm going to start a new layer and I'm going to go on top of these muscles. So now we've got another muscle that goes from like the bridge of the nose up here all the way down to this, all the way down over that muscle we drew, over this other muscle, so over the muscle we drew, same thing on the other side, and we're also going to draw this other outer eye socket muscle. This is on the outside, so it actually goes up and around the brow. It's like an overlapping of muscles here. Okay. Alright, and now let's take this darker pink and use that right here. Goes up into the corner, up into the corner. And on the actual human face, it looks like it's all blended together. Take that lighter pink, just drop that down a little lower. Only because the actual human face looks like it kind of comes down lower than I initially drew it in. Okay, and then I got this other muscle. It goes from the corner of the mouth to the cheek, corner of the mouth to the cheek. Same thing, corner of the mouth, cheek. And looks like this muscle is on top of this here. Can't tell. Okay, we got these muscles that are like wrapping around the mandible like this. And they go kind of in to the mandible. In to the mandible. And same thing on the other side, they go around. In. Just briefly. Just briefly. There we go. Okay. And then with the slider pink, still, we're going to go ahead and put in this like muscle that comes up and over to the hairline. And then this looks like there's a right here, I think. I feel like it's like that. Alright. So we can kind of build off from there. Okay, let me see if I'm missing anything here. Just a little exploration into the muscle groups today, that's all. The face. Okay. Yeah, so. Are you working just now? Studies? Yeah. I'm just kind of studying the face. I'm doing a lot more. I'm just doing a lot more observing than drawing today. I just really want to make sure I understand how things work. I need to look up an actual breakdown of the face. That would really help me if I actually looked one up. Like an anatomical breakdown meant for artists. Let's see here. Let's see what time we're at, because it might be over soon actually. It's almost an hour. Yeah, I'm gonna call this one easier day, and we're gonna be ready to close up shop for today. Okay, so we're just going through the face muscles today, just briefly, and I'll come back to it probably tomorrow. Excuse me. We'll go through it tomorrow. I'll find some kind of actual reference material to use before then. Basically, that's everything as far as the breakdown goes. I might actually do paint overs tomorrow, like a critique and paint over. And I might call that my Sunday study, like instead of a study session, do a paint over. I'm not sure yet. But if that's the case, I'll be pulling from the critiques and paint over section of the Crimson Daggers forum. So yeah, critiques and paint over section. The Crimson Daggers forum is what I'm going to be looking at, and I'll probably do that tomorrow. I feel like that's something that I haven't done in a while. It does help me a lot, and helps other people. So I'm hesitant to call Sundays the critique and paint over day, though. I'll wait and see. Anyway, thank you for joining me. I'll be online tomorrow again. This is our anatomy study for today. It's kind of a breakdown of the face muscles and how they operate. Yeah, so that's it. I'm gonna go ahead and head off for now. Tomorrow I'll do paint over. Let's just say that I'll do a paint over tomorrow. So it'll be an hour of doing a paint over for people, and then I'll post them up on the forum and everything. So tomorrow, let me go ahead and say this for now. Let me turn off this. Tomorrow it will not be the study group. It will become the live stream critique. Oh wait, no, is that it? Critique and paint over. That's it. There we go. Yeah, I knew I had one of these here. So yes, so tomorrow will not be the daily study group. I'll do the critique and paint over around the Crimson Daggers forum, and just kind of give some feedback for what I think of would help. Anyway, it's all technical stuff, and I don't really delve into the design, but I'll go over like the any technical things like values, proportions, things like that. So yes, join me tomorrow for that. I'll save this out to the forum. I'll kind of organize the file a little nicer and do that. But thank you again for joining me today. I know it's a little easier. It's not like not a hard study today, but I was shooting a video earlier for this project of mine, so it's good to kind of take it a little easier, just because I was already doing a bunch of other kind of productive work. That's basically it. Cool. Thank you for joining me again one last time. Tomorrow will be critique and paint over, and you are more than welcome to join me and listen in on that. If you really do have a critique or paint over, though, if you really do have a piece you want critiqued or painted over, just notify me when we're doing it, but I don't know what time we'll do it, so if you put it in the Crimson Daggers forum, it'll help me out, because I could just find it there instead. Sweet. Thank you all one last time. Put on some outro music for everybody. And yeah, thanks.